Hi, guys, and welcome to Pushing Polygons. In this episode, we're talking about the 8 games that you should be looking forward to in 2022. So, one thing that I think everybody needs to keep in mind is that many of the games in 2022 were originally delayed from 2021. With the global crisis going on, companies had an issue with development, having to back games off into the very next year. This is most recently exampled by Final Fantasy 16. We had delays in God of War for various reasons, and other such games. But even at this point, the following are the 8 games that I think are coming in 2022. First, let's get into Marvel's Midnight Suns. This game is being made by Firaxis, the people that are known for turn-based strategy games, 4X games, Civilization, which has spanned 20 plus years. They are also known for the XCOM series. They made XCOM and XCOM 2. These games, although they came out in the last 2 console generations, were fantastic. They were turn-based. They were more of a squad-based shooter. Well, if you really want to call it a shooter, but a squad-based strategy game with some base building in mind. Marvel's Midnight Suns is going to be more of that, but it's going to be refined. There's not only going to be the turn-based movement strategy, but each of your squad members is going to get randomized in each map with a set of cards showing what abilities they have access to. And unlike the XCOM games, where you would level up your squad by having them complete missions and kills, you can level up members of your team to get more powerful moves through conversations, through the forge, and doing different things outside of the map with them. So there is going to be an element of research, and you can upgrade the Citadel, I believe, is the building that you're at. And you can do different activities in the off time to build a reputation, to build a relationship with these other characters that you're going to be fighting with. Now, Marvel's Midnight Suns does introduce into the Marvel gaming universe the underside, or the demon side, where you're going to be fighting against, or the big bad is Lilith, and she's bringing demons to the battlefield. So you're going to have a variety of squad mates from Wolverine, Doctor Strange, and a plethora of others to get you through to the end. This game was originally scheduled for March. I don't believe that there is currently a definitive date, although they have said this game should still be expected in 2022. Next up, we are talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. This is a classic. Well, I don't want to call it a remake, but it is a reimagining, a reboot. This is bringing back the classic style of NES turtle games to modern day consoles, and I'm personally excited. You're not only going to have access to the 4 turtles, you're going to have access to April O'Neil, and the artwork that they are doing really captures that NES feel. The gameplay looks amazing. There is going to be co-op there. There's not a whole lot to say about this right now, except that it is expected in 2022. And if you're looking forward to some old-fashioned NES arcade action on a modern-day console with the heroes in the half shell, then I would definitely recommend looking at this game. Moving on, we are now talking about Tunic. Tunic is, for lack of a better term, a Zelda-like. You are a little fox on an adventure through the wilderness. The art style is watercolored, but yet simple. You go around, you are picking up swords, you're going through a dungeon, you're fighting bosses. This game definitely it seems to be inspired by Zelda. I can't wait to get my hands on this. And again, this game is coming in 2022. I would expect that the game is going to be a little bit toward the summer, but I wouldn't expect it much longer than that. Number 4 on our list is Sifu. This is the Kung Fu action game where you beat their butts or you get your butt beat and turn older. Now, the twist of the game is the older you get, the more of a glass cannon you become. It's easier to beat you, but you deal a wallop of damage. Of course, this game has significant Asian influence. The game looks amazing, although they say it's going to be tough to get into the combat system at first. I do think this is a game that once you're able to master that combat system, a lot of people will find it satisfying. This game is coming to the PlayStation first, and keep an eye on it here in early 2022 as the game is due February 8th. Number 5, Stalker II. Stalker has been originally a PC franchise over the last 10 to 15 years. The game, of course, is originally set in Russia's Chernobyl. This is a semi-futuristic sci-fi sort of setting. With the announcement of Stalker 2, we see that this game is going to continue that tradition of the Russian front, but there's also anomalies around the Chernobyl area, which if you step into the anomaly, you could find yourself in a lot of trouble. Mechanics, of course, allow you to find your way around this either by throwing nails or coins into these anomalies, and you have a radiation type meter which will allow you to detect them, not only to mention that there is some sort of atmospheric distortion that they have made available in the game for you to get a visual sense that there is something in front of you. Stalker 2 is scheduled to release on the Xbox series of consoles May 8th of 2022. And if you're looking for something a little bit darker, then I would definitely recommend looking into Stalker 2. Number 6 on our list, and this is definitely a different tone than the Stalker games. The next game is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This is another team-based strategy game in the vein of Marvel Midnight Suns and the XCOM series. Marvel and Rabbids Kingdom Battle was the original game that was released on the Switch back in, I believe it was 2017, where the previous game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, took its inspirations from NES classics such as Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, Mario World, and Mario 64. This game takes its inspiration from the Wii games Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2. You set off on course on a spaceship throughout the galaxy to battle your next nemesis. Now, the Mario games have always been a bright and colorful batch of games. This game is no exception, being made, of course, by a team at Ubisoft in conjunction with Nintendo. The game is going to bring the Mushroom Kingdom crowd back to the team strategy game. This game is scheduled for sometime in 2022, and with the mechanics of the last one being fairly straightforward, if you're looking for an entry point into team strategy games, then I would certainly recommend the Mario plus Rabbids series. Next is Title 7 and 8, and although I don't put these two titles in any particular order, they are the juggernauts of both Microsoft and Sony. There is no preference to which one of these games. I think they're both going to be fantastic, but we are going to start at number 7 with Starfield. Starfield is Bethesda's next magnum opus. It is the game that is following in the footsteps of Fallout 4 and Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. You are going to take care. You're going to take the role of a space explorer going out into the galaxy. Bethesda says that this is going to be a deeper role-playing experience, something that they have moved away from in the last few games, but they are stating that this is going to get us back to the core of what Bethesda is good at. The trailer, although it doesn't show us much but the spaceship and the character, we do have a release date of 11/11/22. This, of course, will be exclusive for Microsoft Series consoles and PC. This game should tell us whether the time that they are given by Microsoft, as I'm assuming this game was delayed, will be more polished than any other Bethesda game before it. It's one that I'm looking forward to, as I enjoy Bethesda's world building abilities, and it is something that I think you guys should certainly keep your eyes open for in 22. Last, certainly not least, and he would rip both my arms off and beat me with them if I said he was least. Kratos is back in God of War Ragnarok. Time has passed, Atreus has gotten older, and Ragnarok has begun. Snow is falling over the Nordic lands, and both Atreus and Kratos are rushing to avoid the world-ending cataclysm that is Ragnarok. This game is going to be exclusive to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Although many people are disappointed that this game is cross-gen, I do not think that it is going to impact the action or the gameplay that Sony has designed for this new God of War series. The voice actors from the previous game have returned to bring the older, more mature Kratos back to the screen. And I think that this game is going to put a nice cap on the Nordic God of War series. They have said that this saga is only going to be 2 games and that this game will finish that storyline. Where God of War goes next, nobody knows, but we need to see if Ragnarok truly comes here in 2022. There is no set release date at this time. The game was delayed out of 2021, but we are certain to get it in 2022. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to bop that like button, slam the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and do ding that bell. It'll notify you when I put up the next video. I hope you're all doing well out there, and I thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.